Paul Biya.
Ewe. Hello guys, it's your girl Onana and this is Onana Nation. So if you're new on this channel, a very special welcome to you. Please go ahead and subscribe, honey, because you would definitely love it here. Guys, something is happening here today. I mean, this video, as you guys are shocked and appalled, and so me too are the shock from my uncle now. You guys will not imagine. What kind of embarrassment is this here? Which kind of embarrassment this? Matter of fact, this is not embarrassment, it's an embarrassment. So this is Cameroon's president Paul Biya. Paul Biya is well over his 90s and he's still the head of state. I mean, these people get old and they don't want to step down from official function. How are you like right thinking when you're 90? You're old and tired when you're 90. You should be retired somewhere, traveling the world, taking vacations on cruise ships. Eh? And he's rich enough to afford all these things. He should be relaxing somewhere. We're not laughing at him for getting old. Getting old is a privilege. Not many people get the privilege to get old. You're over 90, you've been blessed. You've been blessed by life, by nature, by God to still be alive if you're over 90. So you should be retired. You should be somewhere sitting down with servants taking care of you, changing your diapers, giving you food, feeding you, cleaning the house, and taking care of you, letting you live and enjoy your life. Now, wow. For some reason, when it comes to African presidents, they get old, they don't want to leave power, they want to be presidents for life. Even when you see the guy standing here, he doesn't have any idea where he is. He has no recollection whatsoever, but he's president. So how are you ruling your people when you don't even know what's going on around you? What kind of laws can you make? What's your level of cognitive dissonance? What's the level of sense you have right now? You can even identify, like you don't even have situational awareness. How can you be a president like this? Now, wow. So this is Cameroon's President Paul Biya, and they were having a U.S. African summit. It happens every year where the heads of states from Africa will gather, and then they are giving like their plan for their countries for the next couple of years, and then the U.S. will in turn support them, give them a couple of millions or billions of dollars, so they can take it back to the country and help develop the countries. You know, it's give and take politics. The way the world operates is give and take, right? If somebody gives you something, it's based on their interest. You have to do something in return for them. So that's how the US is able to keep, should I say, a short leash on African nations. Yeah, they give them money all the time, pump some billions into the economy, and then have a little bit of control over their governments, tell them what to do. All right, so that's how that goes. So this is this year's version of the US African Summit, and the heads of states are gathered there now. Everybody's sitting down. So there's a coordinator, there's a master of ceremony. He takes the microphone and he says, all right, the next president we're going to be calling up to the stage is President Paul Biya of Cameroon. So President Paul Biya takes forever to climb on that stage. This is a program that has the 54 heads of states for all the African countries. When they call the president of Egypt, you climb on the stage, you make your own speech and come out. President of Kenya, you speak your own thing and come out. President of Rwanda, you climb on the stage for a couple of minutes, you give your own agenda to the US, tell them what help you need in Uganda or Rwanda, you come down the stage in 2 minutes. He got to Cameroon's turn and they called our president. He took forever to get to the stage. And he pulled himself slowly like a snail, climbing on the stage. And when he finally got there, he was talking like somebody who doesn't even know where he is. Where am I? Are there important people here? Is it my turn to talk? What's going on? Like, how would you go to a diplomatic function like this and not know where you are? And they've already introduced you, talk. He still doesn't know what's going on. And the guy who is with him, his translator is telling him, Papa, oh, your microphone there on, all the questions they ask me so people can hear you. People can hear you talking and people can hear you doubting yourself and all that stuff. Your microphone is on, like your life. The whole world is listening to you. Watch what you say. Papa doesn't give an F of what that guy is telling him. He still keeps talking. Where am I? Are all these people here important? Just asking some kind of off questions. What do you think will be going on in the US African Summit? Of course, everybody out there is important. So after rambling for a couple of minutes, like one who was lost, like a person who does not know the direction to his house, I'm sure the audience were flabbergasted. We're just sitting there like, wow. So this is a man who is leading Cameroon. So after rambling for a couple of minutes like a man who was lost, he finally woke up and walked to the little podium, little stage, whatever thing they have there, and started reading his speech. I mean, this is embarrassing. Embarrassing to a whole country, the people of Cameroon, a country where we have very smart and intelligent people who can do this job. You've done your own part now. You've offered the country what you had to offer. You're over 90. Please take a rest. Getting old is a privilege. We're not laughing at you that you're old. Most of us hope to get to 90 and above too. Getting old is a privilege. You've lived a long life. I'm not judging how you lived your life, but now you're 90. Take a rest. Take a hike. Go somewhere. Have a vacation. Rest with your family. Let somebody else step up and offer the nation what they have to offer the nation. This is embarrassing to say the least. So this is who we're calling president. How is he ruling us when he has no recollection, no cognitive dissonance, no sense of direction, no situational awareness? He's sitting there, doesn't even know what's going on. How can you make laws when you're like this? How can you stand for your people? How can you defend your people when you're like this? How can you go to the United Nations and represent the plight of the Cameroonian people when you're like this? He shouldn't have come. If you know this is the stage at which you are, don't come. You have lots of, you have a prime minister, you have a vice president. Let somebody represent you. Why did he even come? Send your vice if you know this is the situation in which you are. But I don't know whether it's the greed or it's the pride of I am number one. I don't want to say my number two. I want to be the one to address the world on behalf of the Cameroonian people, or I want to be the one to show like, what for? You don't have that capacity anymore, Papa. You're incapacitated. For the work we don't do and leave and so, Papa, pack, go somewhere else, go rest, go vomika, go relax. Let somebody else take over. This is just, it's humiliating. Now, wow. Anyway, I'm going to stop my rambling so you guys can listen to the situation go down in real time. I'm sure all these other heads of state sitting here, they're shaking their head like, now, wow. So that person they do rule Cameroon. Cameroonian people now. When I be the highest Mutuku people there for the well. How do you guys let him rule you? Now, wow. Papa, go rest here. Go rest. Sir. Alright, let me start talking so you guys can listen to, you guys can watch and see how it went down. Who are these people? Where am I? It's hilarious.
Paul Biya, president of Cameroon. So he is making his way up here right now. So thank you.
Pourquoi je suis en vedette? Ici. C'est qui tous ces gens qui sont là? Pourquoi je n'ai pas demandé ça? Est-ce qu'il y a des gens importants là?
Les ministres qui sont là. Le président Kagame a parlé, il est parti. Là, c'est le ministre, c'est vous qui parlez. Vous avez votre micro. Vous commencez. On vous a déjà introduit. Le monsieur vous a introduit. Il y avait un monsieur de vous qui vous a introduit.
Je dois parler maintenant.
Vous restez assis, parlez assis. Vous pouvez parler assis, étant assis.
Ici?
Oui.
Pourquoi? Il n'y a personne pour conduire l'État.
On vous a déjà annoncé le soir pour
C'est ici. Exit.
Your Excellencies, Mr. President,